Welcome back to AD Mechanic Specialist channel. I'm your boy AD. Today we are working on a 2016 BMW 535i. Front brake pads and rotors are going to be replaced with OEM spec parts from the dealership. Customer stated the front end is shaking when hitting the brakes, and he brought his own parts. Now the brake wear sensors, we are going to start here. There is a retaining clip. You do not want to lose that when you pop these sensors out. And the customer requested that we do not replace the sensors, so we are keeping the original brake wear sensors. We're just going to clean them up. He didn't have any codes for brake wear sensors, and I'm going to reset the system back to 100% with a scanner, snap-on of course. We got the Performance M package. It's really nice BMW OEM. There goes the OEM specs. Bam. Now this is not like the Brembo left and right Jordan slotted rotor. So how I remove the rotor, I already took off the lock nut here for the rotor, and then in the back of the caliper, see the normal, like the Brembos, you can take out the brake pads from here and you just pop it out with the two pins. This one has two Allen head bolts. They come out. Once you remove those, this caliper is going to be able to slide out in place. And if you're wondering which direction it goes, there's a little bump on here. Always look for the little bump, the little nipple. See that little nipple right there? One side's flat, the other side has a nipple. That little bump right there, that faces toward the rotor. Once you take those guys out, you're going to be able to see the tool needed to remove the caliper. So as you can see right there, Allen head. Be very careful, that'll jump out at you. I always do it like this. That's my trick of how I press that piston in. There's a piston inside of the caliper. That's how I press it in. Now I'm able to take off the caliper. I'm going to be removing these two bolts to take off the bracket, and then we can remove our rotor. Okay, back to the rotors. You guys always want to verify the part number because there is a left and a right, but mainly this left and right on like drilled and slotted rotors. So that part number is 301, 884301, 884301. So these. So we are putting the caliper on. We are tightening the bracket. Okay, now from here we're going to swing our caliper around, and we are going to line up the brake pad. You see right there, see the brake pad's already in the rear of the caliper. You're just going to slide it on, and the front stays with the bracket. That slides on like so. Make sure you look at the back, watch the back, make sure everything lines up. That's good. How I did it was I take a little bit of bearing grease and I just slide it on top of this pin. So what that's gonna do is gonna allow the caliper to slide back and forth easy. I'm gonna be pushing the pin to the outside, and I'm gonna be moving the caliper on, and what it's gonna do is gonna see the pin drop. And that's how you know you're on the spot. There it goes. See that? I'll get my next pin. We are greased up. So I like to, like I said, push it in, and I like to push this way and move the caliper until it drops into place. There it goes. It dropped into place. So now make sure you install that. That's what holds the caliper, the front part. That's what holds the front part of this caliper forward. The brake force sensor is here. Now don't forget, your little nipple, the bump, goes toward the rotor. Okay? Push in, it's the metal clip right there. It's gonna snap right in. Okay? Give it a slight tug, covers back. So that way there's no dirt and debris that goes on top of the inside of the Allen head socket, the bolt. Yeah, so that way you can remove it next time so you don't get debris inside. How's that? Oh. Yeah, I forgot to mention something on the driver's side. What I like to do is I like to match them up, and if I stand them side by side like that next to each other on the floor, okay, I like to make sure that it is the same diameter. I'm using my finger up here as a guide, and as you can see, we are same size. Okay, we're good to go. On the passenger side, we have installed the rotor wheel bearing. Check for wheel bearing issues. No noises. Caliper bracket. That's one. I'm just gonna hit it softly. Clip. The rear brake pad is gonna hold on with these clips. You see here. Now your caliper is on. Always watch your rear brake pad and make sure the front slips in easy. Now we're gonna slide in our pins, but we need to lubricate them first before we do that. Don't forget to clean your caliper. They spend all this money. You want to go ahead and clean that caliper out for them. And we are at the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and learned some things. Stay tuned for more how-to videos. And like, share, and subscribe. It's your boy AD with Twisted Gearheads. I'm out. Peace.